Hello lovely people, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome to Lori Cooks. Here we make simple and delicious meals, and if you're a returning viewer, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me to this point. Today we'll be making ampesi and Nyaadoa boom papibi. That is yam and garden egg stew made the traditional Ghanaian way. So let's get into cooking. For our ingredients, we'll be using garden eggs, onions, tomatoes, pepper, eggs, momone or stinking fish as some people like to call it, salted tilapia or salted fish, mackerel, palm oil, and salt. So let's begin by cutting the garden eggs into halves like you see me doing to make our cooking easier and faster. We then proceed to clean and cut our salted tilapia or fish. This has already been descaled, so all we have to do is to cut off the tails, the fins, and the gills. This can be hard to do because the fish has been dried out in the sun for some time, so you really need to be careful when doing it so that you do not hurt yourself. You need to wash your fish thoroughly as well because it has lots of advanced salts loaded in it to preserve it, so you need to wash it thoroughly if you do not want it. My Kobe has been cleaned beautifully, so I move on to clean my mackerel as well. Do it beautifully just as you see me doing. Take off all the skin and the bones you see in them. Now it's time to put our garden eggs on the fire so that by the time we'll be making our abom, it will be ready to be added. So remember I said we are making garden egg stew the traditional Ghanaian way. This is a step you do not want to miss. I am roasting the momone and the tomatoes. This gives the abom some very nice flavor. I'm doing this on my stove top, but you can do this on your coal pot, on your grill. You can even do this in your air fryer. Just do not miss this step. So before I move on to starting my abomu, I'm putting the ampesi on fire so that by the time my abomu will be ready, the ampesi will also be ready on the other end. You get the vibe? I'm also adding the Kobe and eggs to cook with the ampesi. I don't know, but I just feel like the flavors from the Kobe gives the ampesi some very nice taste. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now let's make our abomu. I'm using my earthenware bowl and grinder. But now, because of modernization, you can either use a food processor or a blender to make your abom, whichever one that works for you. It even makes the process easier and faster. But remember, we are going the traditional Ghanaian way, so I'm bringing out my local accoutrements for this food. At the time that I was making the food, I realized I didn't have turkey berries, that is Nsusuaa. So I just made my abom without it. You can either or not use Nsusuaa or turkey berries for your Nyaadoa abom. Is optional. Your stew is still gonna taste fine. Don't forget to add your momone when grinding. Note that this is very salty, so keep that in mind when adding your salt to taste. this is my least favorite part when making abom of any kind because of the manpower I have to exert when grinding. But trust me, this is what gives it its delicious taste. I don't know, I think there's something about apotoyoa and abom. It just makes it so delicious. Don't forget to add your salt to taste, and remember what I told you about your momone. So be extra careful when adding your salt. Now I'm frying some chopped onions in palm oil. This is one of the final steps for our abom. You know you can't miss this step as well. Please note that you can fry your onion in either vegetable oil or palm oil. It all depends on you. Sometimes I use palm oil, sometimes I use vegetable oil, depending on my mood or what my people request for. Now for our last show, we'll be putting everything together. Let's add our palm oil to our pomo and let's stir gently and nicely so that it's evenly distributed in our stew. Let's add our smoked mackerel, our kobe, our eggs, and garnish it up with our avocado and our yam. Our abomu is ready. Our abomu is ready. So our abomu is ready for action. Okay, lovely people, thank you so much for sticking with me to this point. I am truly grateful to you all. I believe I made this stew as easy and as simple as possible for you to try at home for yourselves and for your folks. And trust me, you're just going to love it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my videos, and leave some lovely comments. And until next time, see you. Bye.